People will tell you you have to marry the person that has the same temperament with you. There is no one temperament that fits in all. They don't focus on what they look at other things, which is not really the important issues. So as a man getting into marriage, you have to know what is it that you want in a woman.
Now, my question is, when it comes to pairing up, based on your observation, who do you think pairs better with each other? Do you think two choleric work better, or two phlegmatic, or maybe a sanguine and a phlegmatic? At the end of the day, even though they are both on the extreme side of the spectrum, they could find a place to work? Or is it that what matters is just knowing this person and knowing yourself, and then maybe figuring out how you guys work together? But based on your own observation, which pair works better the most?
Well, that's an interesting question to answer, because this is just the irony of life and the mystery of life, if I should put it that way, especially when it comes to if you are into marriage or dating. Now, there is no one temperament that fits in all. It doesn't matter where you decide to align with. Now, but what is important is you have to know what you want. Mm-hmm. And for me, I'm a self-discovery expert. I'm a purpose master. So I teach people on how to discover their purpose or to know what they are, right? So this is where I come in. Now, if you want to get married, for example, get into a relationship with somebody, people will say, oh, why is it that this guy is so funny? Is getting close to this lady that is so calm? You don't know if you understand. And why is that this lady is so calm? Is getting attracted to this man who is like so lively. They cannot match up. People will tell you you have to marry the person that has the same temperament with you, because both of you can blend together.
Yeah, I heard that before.
All these are just assumptions. All of those things are about theories. But in reality, that is not what literally matters. What I would not recommend is, you going, like if you are a sanguine and you want to go close to a sanguine, right? I will say it's true. But more than that, okay, you will go for what you truly want in a person. You look at the qualities you want in a man or in a lady. It doesn't matter what it is. And this is where most people mix it up when it comes to marriage. People don't focus on what they want. They don't focus on what they look at other things, which is not really the important issues. So as a man getting into marriage, you have to know what is it that you want in a woman. And as a woman getting into marriage, you have to know what you want in a man. That a man is funny does not mean he's going to cheat on you. That's his nature. That a woman is calm does not mean that she has a good character. She might be a slow poison or a green snake in the green grass. She may have hot temper that you may not see, but when she flares up, boom. She may have an unforgiving heart because she's calm, you think she can do stuff. So you have to know what you want, because this is where you have to know the strength and the weakness of any human being. It's very, very important. I have seen two couples who are sanguine and are living the best of their life because they understand themselves. And it is hard to see these people like that. To see a sanguine marrying a sanguine is literally hard. To see a sanguine marrying a choleric is hard. Right? That's why you see most times sanguine go for melancholy, because when the lady is calm or she's high, the man is calm or high. So when the man is going forward, the lady is bringing him down. And when the man is going down, the lady is bringing him up, depending on the temperament. So it's a balancing scale. So there's no one size that fits all. It all depends on what you literally want. Is two sanguine can marry themselves. Two melancholic, two phlegmatic, and two choleric can marry themselves. But that is like a thin line, because it is rare. It happens. And when it happens, these two parties will know that two people cannot be wrong at the same time. One person will have to let go. And that is where proper love and understanding comes in. Now, if you don't love your partner, trust me, both of you might fail up at the same time, and nobody's going to hold each other. But when there's love and understanding, one party will be able to relax when the other one is flaring up. Because when two melancholic, when two melancholic are at home, the house will be so calm, so boring. There's no activity. Trust me. For me, I have this attitude of, like a sanguine. My wife has this attitude of, a phlegmatic, like literally cold. I spice up everything up. That's who I am. Look, I'm the overt person. I'm the overt person, right? But she's typically opposite of me. Like, I'm a risk taker, but she's not a risk taker. She's more organized than me, 100%. Okay, but that doesn't mean I'm organized. But I give it to her. She's very, very calculative, very, very tactful. But that doesn't mean I'm not, because me, I take this for granted. I like to stay slow. So you have to understand your partner just to know how to relate to the partner. All right. So you might think that, now, because it's like that, she's going to get somebody who might be well organized, well structured, needs, and stuff like that. But the reality is not really work that way. It all depends on what you want in a man. Because some ladies like men who are industrious, who can go out there and make it happen. They don't want a man that will be so calm and gentle, because most people will say, I want a calm man that will be so calm, loving, sweet. Some women are not like that. They want you to be the man. Be the man that you are. Don't be like me. Be the man. That's what it is. So many people don't get it. Some people don't get it. Yeah, I'm saying, I'm practical. I'm being vulnerable to you. That's what it is. I don't paint it. I say it the way it is. That the lady is calm does not mean you might be like. I've seen ladies who told me, look, like, I need a man who's good in bed, like literally good, not because you're nice, you just no. I don't like what happens in the bed, because we have seen that have shown that one of the major causes of divorce is what happens in the bed. That's one of the major causes of divorce. So if you don't please a woman very, very well, it's a challenge out there, especially when she has been exposed growing up to some level of extramarital affairs, or like having fun in life. So if you don't do that part, I say, so all the good part of you're a good guy, you're a nice guy, you're handsome, you provide for the family. If you don't satisfy your woman very well, that's a huge challenge right there. That's a problem. And if the devil is so bad to get to you, and she goes out there, that's it. Your marriage is packing up, but she will never put it out there that this is a cause. But deep in her heart, that's one of the reasons. So it's a lot that comes into consideration.
Yeah, I think this is where communication, it's very important for communication to come in, because if the man doesn't know that he's performing, he's not performing, how does, because I don't think it should be a difficult conversation between a couple, right? But let's just assume the wife is not communicating and the guy thinks, because I've seen a lot of guys that think they're the boss, they're the man, they're doing it, but then the woman will be like, he's not doing anything. How do you bring it out of her? So you can know that, okay, I am actually doing it, because it's only a matter of time if a man thinks he's doing the work and that's what he thinks, but then the woman is thinking otherwise, but then there is no communication in between them. How do you bring the truth out of her in a way that can help you to improve and also help the relationship to even become stronger?
Oh, that's an interesting part of it, because I'm finding how to really address this, because this question comes in two ways. It comes into sex in marriage and communication in marriage. These are two different issues. Now, but I'm going to try my best to reconcile the two. Right. So if the lady feels that the man is not doing his job very well, and the man is feeling like the man of the house, that tells me one thing. The man does not know his wife or his woman.
Mm-hmm.
As a man, you must know your woman's body. When I talk about knowing her body, it means you must know the right place to click, because what might inspire a lady or turn up a lady might be different from another lady. So you should be able to know how to click the right button. And the best way I can literally say this is this. It's like having a problem, right? Mm-hmm. If you have a key, you have a bunch of keys. If you have the wrong key, you can never open the door. No matter how you try it, But once you have the right key, it's just turn it, boom, it opens. That's what it is. It's like the internet. You click, oops, that is a woman for you. You have to understand your woman's body. Most men don't understand their woman's body. Gary Chapman wrote a very good book, The 5 Love Languages. Physical touch, words affirmation, gifts, services, and time. I always tell men whenever they attend my classes and my programs that you must know these 5 love languages. Every human being reacts differently, right? So you have to know what works for them. The same thing is applicable in marriage. You have to know your woman's body, or whenever if you're dating, you must know your partner's body. It's very, very important. You must know what works for her. You must know her zones that can turn her on. So no matter what you try to, if you've not been able to hit that spot that works for her, she will feel you're a failure. And that's what it is. Because you did not satisfy her, you did not come down to her message. You've not answered her call. You've not answered the message. You must answer the message. Once you answer the message, then she will take you good. Otherwise, you are just exploring. And once you're exploring, you come back to base, nothing. You failure.
Okay.
That is where I think that communication needs to come in. You need to speak to your spouse, because if your spouse likes you, your spouse will tell you, this is it.
Yeah.
But sometimes some people want you to really discover it for themselves, and you must know how to get across to some of this.
Yeah, I definitely understand. I understand both perspectives, whereby you need to communicate, you need to know your partner, and also sometimes your partner wants you to find it, because when you find it, it's special, right? And if you don't find it, the resentment kind of slowly comes in, and then it might even lead to a divorce.